Who's looking to do an intro?
That was those on the intros.
Hey, an ASMR podcast. Shut up. It's ASMR. Can I get like on the left side and then on the right?
I don't think you have that kind of microphone there, bud.
No, well,
I think I do.
Yeah, they do. You just gotta set it to the right side.
Definitely not. No, definitely not. All right.
That was the intro.
Well, I guess. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're here again today. Episode number 10.
Hey guys,
10.
Allier here. Today
We have the Allier intro.
Fortnite Battle Royale.
Bro, the intro. Dude, this is our special, number 10. You gotta bring the energy. You know what I'm saying? So, as usual, we have... Actually, I think this might be the first podcast we have everybody here, but we have a guest. I could be wrong, but maybe the first...
I think we did.
The first episode was
one other
Spencer?
one.
First episode was Spencer, right?
I'm not a
I think
guest.
we had everybody.
Yeah, you're not a guest anymore, but at the time, whenever you first joined, we were all there, all at one
Shut
time.
up.
So yeah, this will be the second time we're all together. But anyways, we have a special guest right above me, right here, where my arm is going. I'm trying to do the thing where her arm's gonna come up on the other side, but no, it didn't work. It's all right.
Right?
Yep, you got it. Good job, Spencer. Nice.
Good job.
But yeah, it's you know her as a spaghetti head, I guess, 'cause that's her Twitter now.
Spaghetti head. That's my Twitter. Follow
Yeah,
me.
it'll be right here below your screen if you wanna
We didn't
point at
pick it.
But, yeah, it's right there. Yep, that's what it is. So when did you change?
We didn't find the link. Sorry.
Yeah, the link could not be found. I don't know what happened. Issues. But yeah,
My
you
Twitter from the influx of notifications.
the people on my YouTube channel don't know who she is. I don't even know if I've ever talked about having a brother or sister, but now they're both here on the same podcast. So yeah, that is my older
I'm
sister.
pretty sure you've talked about me.
At one
like,
point, maybe me and
yeah.
Spencer might have made fun of you at some point. Probably.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's my sister, Racheal, and she goes by a spaghetti head on Twitter. So hit her up. I'll
That is
add all of
accurate.
her junk to the description down below. You don't have a Twitch
I'm
or
on the
anything, do you?
Insta.
Yeah,
I have a
Instagram.
Twitch. Never gonna post anything. I only follow other people and watch what they post.
You
Alright.
don't
On
post
the
on.
Insta,
You don't post on
aesthetic
Twitter.
underscore wannabe. You
Okay.
can link that.
Yeah, you gotta send me the link once we're done, but I will put that in the description down below for sure.
You already follow me. Just find the
I don't have whatever that is. I don't have that.
If you look at it right, it looks like I have eyes.
Not
What?
really.
What do you? Where? On your sunglasses? No, that's your screen. What do you mean?
If you look far enough away.
Snapchat on PC. What's going on here?
Yeah, Spencer's cultured. He's using Snapchat on PC.
It's a time,
Cultured,
that's for
quote
sure.
unquote.
Click.
Yeah, so if you watch all of our stuff, so I don't really have to explain it, but we don't have a plot line. We don't have any actual stuff that we do. Spencer comes in out of nowhere and gives us 2 new content that we have to do every week.
I'm
But-
here for that.
And yeah, so
You don't have to
that'll...
do any of it. I do it all.
Yeah, you basically do it all and we
Literally
just sit there and laugh. Have a good time. Alex slowly falls asleep while that's happening.
I
Yeah.
would just like to say my favorite part of watching this podcast is a quick tie between Alex legitimately trying to take a nap during the middle of every stream, and then Jacob just like, I need to get in this mini fridge right now, and then he just takes out his headphones and walks off and comes back with like pickles or like a pizza or something, and no one questions it. No one's like, where'd you go for 10 minutes? They're just like, oh, he's back now.
Nope, it's
Include him
normal.
in the conversation.
Fun fact: I actually, before we started recording, I was looking around to see what food I can eat because I know I'm gonna get hungry, and I rememred I had a yogurt in the back of my fridge.
Ooh, I was like just sitting
Ooh,
around.
hate on that.
I was like, you just had it on your desk. Forgot I had it there. Just gonna go ahead
My
and open this
yogurt.
up.
Yeah, it's good till the
Couple days
24th,
old.
so we got a couple days.
Like 2
So it's all
weeks.
good.
Nice. Well,
The
all right.
applesauce, on the other hand, that's like at least a month old.
What
So
is wrong with you?
I just,
God.
Jacob, okay. You eat applesauce, yeah?
yeah.
You get the big jugs. You know, the tubs of the tubs
Hell
of the...
yeah, brother.
Okay.
Hey,
Are
this one
you-
doesn't have mold in it.
Are
It's
you
probably
a
good.
beta male that scoops it out and then puts it into a bowl, or you just chug it?
Oh nope, it's got mold. Never mind.
just drinks
I don't
it.
chug it, but unless it gets like this low, I'll just eat it out of it with a spoon. So.
Okay. You're like
But I mean,
between
like, what-
beta and alpha male.
I guess. I
What is that,
mean,
like an A minus.
wait.
What is that?
no, I
Pretty
have
much.
most of the time I just eat it with the spoon, but I have drank it every once in a while.
Why don't you
It
just
was-
drink it?
It was like here, and I was like, I'll drink it. because I didn't have a spoon and I didn't have a bowl. So I'm like,
That's what I do with apple juice anymore. I just straight up drink it from the jug. I don't even care.
I mean,
Just
isn't
drink it
that how
from the
everybody
jug.
drinks apple juice?
Nope.
No
Syrup.
one else in my house really drinks it, so I'm just like, all right, fine.
It's
Why
kind
do
of
I
like
pour
that
it into a
time I
cup?
came home and mom's like, "Hey, I accidentally had 2 gallons of milk. I need to drink a gallon of milk in like 3 days." I'm like, why?
Oh, hey, I can
So-
chug a half gallon of milk in 10 minutes.
I
In
don't
10
think.
minutes? That's not chugging,
Jesus.
but all right.
Quentin, did you see me shotgun that water though?
Bring that milk.
Yeah,
Did
dude.
you say shotgun
yeah,
of
you
water?
did. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
12 ounces, man. Oh, whew, it's a
Straight
big
up.
shot.
Hey, that's not that impressive. We saw people do that at church camp all the time. Just
That was a thing. Yeah,
God.
you just smash
Yeah.
it. But yeah.
You're
We all
a
have
gangster,
the same
you know
sound
that,
effects.
right?
children,
Isn't
they'd be
that
like, "Hey,
incredible?
10-year-old, you want to chug this water bottle and pee your pants later?"
Child.
You guys
It was
remember
weird
that?
time.
You guys remember the video of Trevor chugging the water versus what's his face in our cabin? Quentin,
Let's
you were
just
there.
Forget that
Cyrus?
video and go back. Do you guys remember the video of Trevor swallowing a live goldfish in a paper cup at the fair?
I do remember that one.
What?
That was a
I
good
do
one.
remember that.
That's a
video.
that's a good one. That one's
Or,
somewhere in
Or the
Oh,
clip in the
history
same
books.
video, Quentin, where you all
we're
just devoured the rice that mom made. And
Oh,
then
the
microwaved for
rice
us all.
video was hilarious, dude.
Dude, I can't believe you put that in the camp video.
He
I was
stabbed
so
somebody.
happy.
Carlito stabbed somebody's hand, and they were almost bleeding because of how quickly he was eating the thing. He just
I'm
straight up
pretty
stabbed
sure he
somebody's
stabbed-
hand and then just went for it on
I'm
purpose.
pretty sure he stabbed Frankie's hand.
He was
So
insane.
I'm pretty sure
He was
that's the guy who
He
got
probably
stabbed.
had it coming.
I mean, R.I.P. Carlito because he died in a car crash a couple years ago. But yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Carlito.
What?
You guys didn't know that? We were talking about it one day at camp.
Carlito was like a passing thought in my brain. I literally haven't thought about that kid in ages, and now
Yeah,
he's dead.
that's crazy because we were at
Jeez.
camp talking about it, and then Frankie's sister Anna was there, and she's like, "Yeah, Carlito died like the next year in a car crash." We're like, "What do you mean he died?" Like,
What?
yeah, that's what
Was
happened.
this your last year at camp? Was that the last year?
She just told me like the
About that?
last like
Carlito's last
2
year.
whatever it's 2 years ago now when she
That's
told
too
me.
soon. He's been dead for a while.
So it's
right?
like 4
I don't know.
years. It's about 4 years.
Jesus.
But yeah, he died in a car crash. It was crazy.
That's wow. All right.
But yeah. But that's a
R.I.P.
fantastic segue. Unfortunately, a
R.I.P.
terrible segue. But we could talk about Stan Lee for a little bit.
Oh,
The man, the myth, the legend, dude. He had to die. What was it? Yesterday he died. Or, yeah,
Yesterday.
it's yesterday.
I found out on Twitter. Someone shared a TMZ article, and I was like, no. And then I looked it up, and
It was legit. I didn't.
Yeah, I
didn't
saw your
believe it.
Snopes thing, and then I think I scrolled down a little bit further, and this was like, I think Chris Evans tweeted "R.I.P. Stanley" or something like that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
somebody-
what?
yeah, somebody I follow on Twitter shared the TMZ article and said, is this real? And so I snoped it real fast and Googled it, just a quick little search, and I didn't find anything confirmed. And then, I don't know, about 30 seconds later, Twitter was blowing up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody was RIP. And so then I went to Stanley's official page 2 or 3 times before they posted from his page just the black screen, whatever with the birthday, death day on it.
Yeah.
It's a rough go at it.
Yeah.
Stanley's been around forever. He's borderline
1989 to
nerd, Betty White.
2018
Long time.
was what I saw.
He started writing when he was 20. Back in the 30s, 40s, he started writing for
in the
Atomics
30s, he was
Comics.
born in
Wasn't even for
22.
Marvel. He didn't start Marvel until like the 60s or 70s when he co-founded with Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
So
What a guy.
it's been a long time. He's been
did
writing
you know
forever.
that the Walking Dead comic writer something he worked for Marvel before he left to start Skybound?
Wow. So
Yeah.
he
Interesting.
He
knew.
learned from the best.
Yeah.
We talk about how Walking Dead is trash now.
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet. You got to finish out the
yet.
Stan Lee talk. But yeah, it's Stan
Yeah,
Lee, dude.
Stan Lee deserves more than
Come
2
on
seconds.
now. You can't just jump straight to
No, we're
garbage
still on
Walking
Stan
Dead
Lee.
junk.
I mean, on the
So I guess-
podcast.
Let's let's do favorite Stanley cameo then.
In the movies,
Yeah.
I liked the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 one.
we're
I
just
liked
talking to the watchers.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Deadpool
I like
showed up
Deadpool too.
as
Yeah.
who did he show
Strip
up
Club
as?
DJ.
Yeah, okay.
Side note, Walking Dead comic writer's name is Robert. Kirkman.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
thanks.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Spider-Man one for sure. That one's a good one where he's talking to Marjorie. And then I also like where he's doing the war hero thing in, what is it, No, it's in Avengers Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah,
where they're
where
having
he's
a
like-
party,
That
and then he's
drink,
like,
yeah.
"Give me that
where he
drink."
tries to drink the Asgard
Yeah.
juice.
That was
And
pretty funny.
That's my favorite one. Yeah.
That was a good one. It was also a very great story with Cap and Thor. saying that Cap is more than a man by being able to drink Asgardian stuff. But
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite ones too. Just because it actually like made a storyline. It wasn't just like a one-off joke. Like it was actually like built the characters themselves. But
Yeah, I think I like the Deadpool one was probably my favorite. Just because it was so unexpected.
Yeah,
of
that's true.
a cameo. It was the most unexpected out of all of them. So, but yeah, so that was my favorite. Alex, real quick before Rachel goes off on her tangent.
I don't know. I remember the Venom one. I liked it. I liked all the ones you guys mentioned. I
didn't watch the Venom one. So what's in that one?
Yeah, what's his cameo in Venom?
Without spoiling the movie, what was his cameo?
Venom dies.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
What was the Venom cameo?
Oh shoot!
So we put him on the spot. Now he's got to remember.
I know.
Didn't actually go to see Venom.
I did. I think you.
Fake fan.
I was like, yeah, I wouldn't watch Venom.
I'm tired. I want. Yeah.
I definitely would watch.
Maybe a car wash. I don't know.
Okay.
Spencer,
but he liked the Venom cameo.
You watched it. Do you know?
Don't talk to me.
No? All right. Well, guess I will never know.
It's okay.
God, you're still
Put
salty.
it in the comments if you know what it is.
Yeah. The 2 people that comment, if you know what it is.
Alex,
put it in there.
Jonathan, and
this one's for you.
know it, man. I'm actually gonna.
But yeah, with that being said, I don't know
He's
where
some dude.
Marvel's gonna go with Stanley's death. I don't know what.
I don't know.
They're...
Jason.
He's done the Spider-Man Spider-Verse one because I know that because they said in a clickbait article for IGN, they were like, Stan Lee's final cameo is in a Spider-Man movie, but not the one you're thinking. I was like, okay, so it's Spider-Verse.
Well, somebody said that he already filmed his cameo for Avengers 4.
He did, but
Yeah, he's in all of those ones.
Yeah, Avengers 4 is technically the last
one. I don't know what they meant, but they said he filmed all of his cameos already. So I don't know if he just filmed a buttload of cameos.
Yeah, I think it was Civil War was when he just started filming all of them. Because he knew he was coming to the end of his health, so he wanted to get as many cameos out of the way as possible. Because that's when his wife died.
I was like, how do you...
And that's when he started declining in health.
So it's not really hard to know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Kevin Feige had all of this stuff planned since 2008. So like fitting those cameos in there was like super easy.
MC universe?
Yeah. Like he had a very generic plan of what he wanted to happen in each movie to set up for the next one. Now, obviously, they didn't have all of the screenwriting done by then, but Kevin Feige had all of that stuff set up. So Stanley's like at Civil War started doing it.
Stanley's cameos are like, we're in a bar, pan to this guy over here doing something. It's Stan Lee.
Yeah, it's almost like the scene starts and he's in it kind of thing. It's kind of like he's a scene now anyways. He's basically like a scene and then they cut to something else.
Yeah.
So he can just be like, most of the time he's not even with other people. If you notice in Spider-Man, he's not actually in the same shot as anybody else. He's in a window and then it swaps to somebody else. I mean, the only shots that he's in with people is the bus driver. I don't even remember if he turns around or if he's in a completely separate shot in front of the bus. And then everybody else is just posted
it's like
him.
from like behind him, and it's like got like the divider right behind him, and it's like out the front of the bus.
Yeah. So most of his stuff now, he's not even like in shots with people. Like he might be in shots with extras, but like the main characters, I don't think he's in any of the shots with them anymore.
Yeah, which would make sense if you're filming them all ahead of time.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to be like, hey, Tom Holland, can you come over and shoot a scene real quick?
Tom Holland was like, oh yeah, I can do
he's
that.
Like, man, I'm not even an actor yet.
Okay, real quick, speaking of Tom Holland, I've like just yesterday was the 5th time somebody compared me to Tom Holland. They're like, you look like that kid who plays Spider-Man. What's his name? I'm like, Tom Holland. They're like, yeah, you look like that kid. I'm like, I'm the same height as him.
It's the body composition, I think, is what
I'm like,
it is.
I kind of am like the same build.
You look like a lanky high schooler.
Exactly. I'm like, that's it. That's all. I don't got much like facial shape, hair. Like hair color is the same, but like
you just look 15.
He's 20. He's 21, dude.
I know.
He just turned 21 last year.
21.
Actual Tom Holland just turned 21.
Yeah.
Get out.
So, but yeah. So I just want to interject.
That is like a 12-year-old meme.
You're like a 12-year-old meme.
Hey, we can't segue into meme review yet. Chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Spencer's like, with memes.
Bring me the memes. I have a good one for you this week.
I haven't even loaded up yet.
Trailer.
Good.
I don't
So
even have to load it up.
Run the teaser trailer for the meme review. Go.
yeah, okay, I'll try.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum,
Try
bum,
to do that.
ba-dum.
Being the sole editor of this, I will try.
I thought you had 2 editors.
Hey, remember that time you
Oh,
bought Adobe
so-
Photoshop or Adobe Premiere so that Jacob could
That's
edit?
this guy over here.
Yeah, and
by the way.
remember that time he hasn't told me what he wants on the
No.
final edit? So I
Nobody
can do it?
remembers that because we
Hey,
don't talk about it
boy.
on
you know
air.
what you should have did? You should have took a flash drive and stole it from the high school, like Josh did.
Why would you steal a flash drive? Why don't you just?
No,
Just
you
go
don't
buy
take a
one.
flash drive and steal Adobe Power, like
Oh,
Photoshop.
because they don't have it at our high
They
school.
don't have
What do you
that.
They
mean?
used to.
I think we might be able to get it from one of
Back
Scott's
in my
computers,
day,
doesn't he?
When I went to high
Yeah.
school.
Easily.
We could probably dump it.
Like,
Like,
But you have
20
to
years ago.
understand, Casey went poor like the year you graduated. So
Well, that sounds like a problem for the rest of you fools.
yeah, it was, and it is. Well, not the rest. We're all going, so it's okay now.
okay,
But
hard
anyway,
shift.
That's what we did.
We're doing a hard shift now. Spencer, what were you gonna say about your Walking Dead? Hardest shift so far
Oh.
in our podcast.
I just want to interject
Can
real
I
quick.
spoil? No,
Who
you
knows?
don't get to.
You don't get to.
Who's Andy Savage who commented on the podcast number 7? He's
Dude,
you can really tell
he's a
esports as a
random,
whole
right?
is being respected more by the Scooter and Drake investment, and Michael Jordan just invested into Liquid. Who is that man?
Look,
and how did he stumble across
That
our
guy, he got
podcast?
clickbaited hard by the title. Just read the title.
100 Thieves and Lotto.
That's he got clickbaited hard
You're
by
our
that
number
title.
one fan, Andrew Savage.
No,
He's
Andy.
honestly, he's probably
Andy
the
Savage.
only one person
You
that
think his
doesn't
real
know me
name's
that
Andy?
watches
I
that.
guarantee it's Andrew. Comment below what your real name is.
I was about to say something.
I don't know. I wish I could get analytics on how long he watched the video, but he had to at least be
About
at
30
least
seconds
15
until he
minutes
realized that we
in,
didn't know what we were doing.
because that's when it went.
Well, he
but-
got kind of far in because like the Drake and 100
Then we
Thieves
decided
wasn't for a while in.
So I
So
guess
That man
That's
has more
not-
patience than any person I
I'm
know.
supposed to talk about it, but I really-
Spencer, all right, dude.
hey Spencer, if you're gonna say something,
Take the
talk
platform,
louder.
my guy. Take the platform. I'll just mute Jacob.
Okay, so
Rude.
so can I spoil it, please?
What?
Well, what?
Walking Dead.
Yes, because none of us watch it, right?
Really?
Can we
Okay.
all
I watched all the way
agree?
to season 3.
Make sure you put a
Spoiler
spoiler warning.
Alert.
Yeah, they're on 9, Rachel. So I think you're all right. Put a spoiler warning in right now.
Happens.
But they were good. They took Andrew Lincoln off the show, which is plays Rick, which is the main kid. Rick, which plays
Rick.
the main
Keep
main,
playing the bit out.
the
Keep playing
lead
it
character, the lead character. And so they took him off the show, and everyone's like, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. And the 4th episode of the 9th season is when it leads up to him dying, and he gets bucked off of a horse and impaled by rebar. Wow,
out.
cool.
Wow, garbage.
Best
Somehow
way to
gets-
get rid of an actor.
Kidding me?
Best way to
He
get rid
gets
of an
off
actor.
the rebar and starts.
Are you kidding me?
He gets off the rebar somehow. I didn't watch the episode, but he gets off and then he starts walking, and then the walkers are following because it's a giant herd. And then he's having hallucinations all season, or episode
Of all
5.
the ways for Rick
And
to die.
Rachel won't shut the hell up so I can keep talking. So he starts walking and having hallucinations and stuff, and then he gets to this bridge where he's like, "Oh, these fast walkers are gonna bring the bridge down," and then they don't bring the bridge down, and he's like, "I got gun, and there's some dynamite on the bridge for some reason," and he shoots the dynamite, and the bridge explodes, and then everyone's like,
And-
"Oh, Rick died."
Boom goes the
And
dynamite.
then the trash lady finds him washed up on the creek, and so she's like, "Helicopter land so we can pick him up." And they pick him up at the helicopter. They put him on an IV, and then they take him somewhere else. And now he's gonna do 3 movies.
Did you just read
Well,
like a
wow.
summary of the entire show?
It doesn't matter anymore. I could summarize the entire show for you. It doesn't matter.
Zombies.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Please summarize 9 seasons worth of. Look at his glasses. You can see him looking for an article that summarizes the entire show. Look at him. What a fake.
The downfall of the sunglasses.
I think I just alt F4'd my.
Wow.
Rip.
Okay,
That's
it.
that was good. All right. I don't know how we want to format these actual like guest, like having guests on the podcast and what we really want to do. So we're definitely just trying to figure it out. But I kind of want to give
What do you
them
got
a
right
platform.
Is your thing.
I could say
Right.
some stuff.
Like I want to give them like a platform to one to say who they are and what they're all about, and 2, like what their biggest discussion that they like to talk about, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Just
we
know
always
this goes
have
on the internet,
fallbacks.
so it's there forever and permanent, so you can never get rid of it.
Right, because our fallbacks, like
Watch what you
Jacob's
say.
fallbacks are always like something to do with Assassin's Creed. He always goes back to talk about that.
That was
Alex
some,
will always
like,
go back to
weird
something to do with
niche
tennis and weird
psych
biology
thing
stuff,
that I talked
or
about.
the psychology
So-
stuff. And then Spencer will go back to raging about games and memes. That's just his thing. And then I constantly talk about Melee and probably other things that I just don't realize that I talk about. I probably talk about
Right.
other stuff. I talk about Marvel a lot too, but you guys just don't like hearing
Yeah,
it, so I don't.
you
think I talk about it
do
on this
video
podcast.
games quite a
You
bit.
can talk
do
about it more. I
Melee,
like
so-
it.
Yeah,
2
see?
out of 4. 2 out of 4.
So-
You're good.
3 out of 4. So like
3. Your odds are getting better.
Whoa,
75%.
all right, sweet.
3 out of
let's
4 like the
go.
Marvel. So I mean, dude, I'm all about the Marvel. I have a huge ass encyclopedia. You know this.
It's dark in your room. We can't see what you're doing.
It's also out of frame.
So
So
yeah, I
good.
think
That thing over there.
I think that what I want to
I
do is to give him a chance to kind of like talk for a minute, and then we can all just like react to it. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody have
Roast.
objections to it? I don't know. It's
I
like
could just
all
talk
in
for a
favor
while.
say aye.
Quentin, cut this for the thumbnail. There you go.
We were all quiet for that. Did you see
hey,
that?
hey, you do realize that how I do my thumbnails? I just let YouTube choose whichever one it wants to be first. So it just
Just
grabs a
random.
random clip.
Let him choose.
Like most of the time, it's like Jacob's arms are always in the air, and then Spencer's like not paying attention. It's almost every
I do
time.
that a lot. I throw my hands up a lot.
Hold on, how's this for a thumbnail?
Wow, look at that bicep.
And then Alex, there was one time I think Alex was legitimately sleeping, and I was like, I can't have that be the thumbnail, so I switched it. That was the only time I've changed it. Is whenever he was like legitimately like asleep, and I was like, no, that can't be the thumbnail. If that was the most exciting part, and according to YouTube, then I
Also,
don't know
Alex,
about this.
I'm 100% gonna call you out. I'm pretty sure when it was you, me, and Quentin one time, like before Spencer got on here, I'm pretty sure you fell asleep.
We
while
talked
were
about Assassin's
podcasting.
Creed for literally an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Of course he
I
was
remember
asleep.
because I fell asleep.
You
And
talked
I
about
woke
the
up and you were still
storyline.
talking
You-
about Assassin's Creed.
You were talking about like the story and like how
Listen, it's
it
good.
was, and like I was just like,
I can get my book down if you want, and I can go over the first all the way up to Black Flag with all the mini games.
basically
I'm
did.
good.
We
I'm good.
basically did, dude.
I'm good. I'm never gonna play the new ones, so I'm good.
Because of you, Jacob, I'm not playing the new ones.
I'll just tell you all about it.
Jason
then.
got it. Jason has it, and he's like last time I talked about him because like it's very similar to the last game.
It's
but, like-
similar. It's a similar build. I'm not gonna
God,
get to it.
we're
Otherwise,
getting
I'll
into
just-
it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Don't.
my
don't
turn
let
to
me
talk.
The whole
Is
point
Let
of this was to
Rachel-
let Rachel talk.
Let Rachel please.
Segue into not talking about
Yeah.
that. Whatever it
Yeah.
takes.
Me and you can
Again,
do a
I'm
solo
pretty su-
podcast about it, all right? How about
I'm
that?
pretty sure
We'll do an
I've done
episode.
like 4 podcasts where I just kind
man.
of try to sneak in Assassin's Creed.
You have to, man. It's your crutch every time.
It's your crap. You ain't got nothing better to talk about.
I mean, I could talk about my minor alcoholism, but other than that,
I mean,
That's
I
like-
feel like we did at
that's
one
like-
point.
Yeah,
It was
we
the
did a
solo
whole,
me and
like,
you
hour
podcast. We
where
talked
you
about
were just
that.
talking about strip clubs and gay bars. And Quentin was like, oh yeah,
Yep,
great.
I remember that.
It was a time.
Anyways, what do you got for us? Because you've been tweeting and you've been saying stuff about Animal Crossing and Harry Potter, and that you can add to our conversation.
how many tweets
So,
does she
Let's
have
start
now?
with that. Let's start with that.
Quentin?
At least 10 tweets. So I'm decided. I've been thinking about this for a while. I was like, what's my brand? And I was like, I'll just be the girl. And I was like, that's too basic of a brand. I
Jacob's
gotta have a
the girl.
better brand.
She says
Jacob's
she's the girl. She's saying like she's the girl, like she's beyond. This may
Yeah,
be a
got
one-time
him.
thing. She doesn't
Here's the
know.
thing, you all have a brand. Spencer's brand is I'm too cool to be in here. Here's my eyeball behind some sunglasses. Alex's brand is I'm sleeping. Quentin's brand is I'm the host, so I gotta keep it together. And Jacob's
Accurate.
brand is
Who said Quentin's the
Assassin's
host?
Creed.
Yo,
all
you're the one
time.
wearing the sunglasses. Not
Assassin's
even
Creed
in
and food.
cam right now, bro.
I fell
my
out after
brand
we started talking about
is-
AC.
Nothing that you guys like. My brand is like everyone else who's casually watching. I'm like, let me tell you some stuff about real life plus Animal Crossing and
Yo,
cats.
what did you just chuck the bottle across your room for? Chill.
Threw it in the trash.
Of course you
He's
did.
trying to make it on the couch.
The couch is. Anyway,
Anyway, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing.
So,
It's Animal Crossing's
what is
1 year anniversary.
what is Animal Crossing? Because we talk about
Anim-
games, but Animal Crossing's old.
Why did the animal
Animal
cross the
Crossing
road?
is an old game for the old GameCube. For those of you older folks,
You mean
who
younger?
remember that. No, old people remember.
GameCube came out in
Animal Crossing
2001.
Yeah, but if they remember, wouldn't you want to tell the younger?
They're not gonna remember it though.
But that's why you tell them.
Anyway, I'm playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for the old mobile device.
Doesn't make sense.
Also, peep the Harry Potter phone case. Anyway, I'm trying to win, and I need like 100 more of those stupid little loloid things that sit outside of your house. You know that stupid like cactus looking
The geodes,
guy? Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
collect a whole bunch of those.
Oh,
Geodes
Geodude?
or whatever the crap
It's
they're called.
ridiculous. Yeah. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm level 45 right now. So
What's the max
What do
you can
you
be?
What do you
I don't
do?
So
What is
it's
Pocket
basically-
Camp?
it's just like regular Animal Crossing. So you have your campsite instead of a house. So you can put all your little like furnitures out there and stuff. And then you have an RV that you can also decorate. And then you run around and the
Whoa.
animals like
You moved
give
up.
me an apple.
You get
give
What
me
do
a
you
fish,
What do you do
whatever.
though? What do you do in that game?
What do
You
you
give the
specifically
animals what they
do? What is
want.
your preferred thing to do?
My
Can you
preferred
kill
thing to
people?
do?
Can you rob
No,
people?
you cannot kill or rob anyone.
Can
this
you
is a
fish?
nice.
I'm gonna just go back to Red
game.
Dead then.
Yes, you can
If I wanna
fish
do-
things.
All right.
But
Yeah.
Like
only
fish in
fish
Red Dead
and
2, and you can
seahorses.
kill people. So
Also, segue to Red Dead 2.
also,
I've been borderline considering downloading that on my Xbox because it actually looks really
Well,
fun.
Jacob's the only
It
one that's
is.
played it, so he's the one that's got
It's-
an opinion on it.
it's-
Josh
Alex
plays
hasn't
it all the time. And to sum up our conversation about Red Dead today, he was playing and I was just barely listening. And some guy wouldn't shut up about this character named Gavin. He's like, "Have you seen
Yeah.
Gavin? Gavin's just appeared. Gavin this, Gavin that." And I said, "Who's Gavin?" And he paused the game, fully turned and looked at me. And he's like, "I don't know who Gavin is." And they won't stop talking about him. And he went off on a tangent for 10 minutes about Gavin. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." But it looks kind of fun.
I will say this is only pertinent to me, Quentin, and Spencer, because I don't think Alex or you watch any Rooster Teeth content. But Jack and Jeff from Achievement Hunter are in the
Classic
game.
duo.
In the game, like they have a character.
They are voice actors in the game. They
That's
have,
dope.
I think
Who are
they
they?
they recorded 3 hours worth of dialogue. They had like 52 pages worth of lines they recorded at Rockstar. But they are the hotel guy. Jack is the hotel guy in Valentine, the first city you get to.
Yeah, Josh
And-
can't go there anymore.
and Jeff
it's just
is
all red. Do
yeah,
not
and-
come in.
and Jeff is the postmaster in that town. So
All right.
but
That's
yeah,
kinda
so
cool.
you can hear them, and so people are like being like, "Oh, Gavin is a British dude who is like really like harebrained, and so he kind of gets lost sometimes." Gavin is another member of Achievement Hunter who's British, who's kind of harebrained, who gets like is just everybody just shits on him, and
Oh shit.
so people are like, "Oh, Gavin's in the game just as an unseen character kind of thing," but they're just like. Rockstar never said that for sure. I mean, maybe they did, but we don't know. But yeah, that's what some people are saying about that. But yeah, I ran into that dude and I was like, man, I really want to kill you because I know if I don't help you out, then you're just gonna keep talking. But I didn't because I'm like, I don't want to fight police. So
Don't want to fight the police. That's a good choice.
Not about fighting.
Fight the police coming straight from the underground.
Oh wow.
I don't think it's fight, but
Nice.
okay.
Well-
Also, random, but my other brand is spaghetti. Follow my Twitter for more.
As
I figured
noted.
you would do Harry Potter, not spaghetti, but okay.
Well, my Twitter is a pro spaghetti account. Didn't you guys see my tweet?
Yeah, I'm confused with what that even means.
It just means I really like spaghetti.
I think guess I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right after I changed my handle to
Mm.
a spaghetti head, and then I tweeted, "I'm now a pro spaghetti account." Like I'd previously been like anti-spaghetti, which isn't accurate. But
Touch my spaghetti.
yes,
Nice.
I am
Cut
that
that.
brand.
Cut that. Cut that.
Do you still keep going for the Denny spaghetti?
No, let me tell you about Denny's. All right.
I saw a tweet about Denny's spaghetti, and I knew that's what like her go-to for like midnight spaghetti. So
So at the beginning of October, it's now mid-November.
of the spooky month.
The beginning of the spooky month, I went on a vacation with
Spooky.
my boyfriend and my best friend and her husband. And round about 3 a.m., we were driving to Florida, so we left pretty early. We got starving hungry. So we decided to stop at a Denny's because Denny's are 24/7 and you can get whatever you want. It's usually a good time. So
I
we
got a
went to
well
this-
done steak when I asked for a medium rare at a Denny's.
Here's
So
this thing. We were stopping in the middle of like like BFE Kentucky. Like, I'm telling you, people around there, it was a hot mess up in there. We get in this Denny's. We had to wait at 3 a.m. She waited to seat us. We finally get seated. She asked us as we're walking.
How busy
into
was
the-
this Denny's at 3 a.m.?
Not busy at all. That's what I'm telling you. There was 4
Okay.
other people in the whole restaurant. She goes, would you guys like a table or a booth? We go, a booth, like normal people. She then seats us all the way in the back of the restaurant next to the bathrooms and the emergency exit in one of those stupid half booth, half table hybrids. We had to walk past six empty booths to get to that table. And I'm like, none of these were good enough for us. So we get back there, we sit down. She takes forever to come take our order. Then she takes our order, and then it takes forever to get our food. So we're causing a little bit of a scene. Like, and by a little bit of a scene, I mean, Taylor at one point yelled across the restaurant, can we get more coffee? And no one looked at us. No one brought us coffee. None of the servers even acted like anything was happening in this corner.
Jesus.
And then we finally are like waiting around. We got some coffee because Taylor walked up to the front and grabbed the coffee pot off the coffee burner and poured herself some coffee.
That's a very Taylor thing to do.
Yeah.
I will admit
And so
that.
then we're sitting there.
That's
and
100%.
Josh, my boyfriend, turns to the wall and he goes, and we all look, and there's a roach. A roach is crawling on the wall. And then they go, what are we going to do about that? And then Taylor and I are both up out of the booth table hybrid doing the little like dance over there. We're causing a scene. Like, not just being kind of a scene, causing a scene. No one cares. Josh finally squishes it with a paper towel, goes, I'm going to go take it to the bathroom and get rid of it. Goes in the bathroom, immediately comes out. The door hasn't even closed behind him yet. He goes, that's the most disgusting bathroom I've ever seen. Which, it had to be terrible because it was a men's bathroom. He then just still is holding the roach. We're like, you have to get rid of this. So he just like throws it back in the bathroom. Comes back. We get our
That's a
food.
very Josh thing to do.
We get our food, and it was the worst food I've ever had. The worst. I ordered spaghetti. It was
As you
spaghetti
do.
that someone had left on a counter for minimum 3 hours, basically cold, and then had poured like a cup of water on. Like, there's just like liquid in the bottom. And I'm like, what is this? Taylor ordered a sandwich. It was supposed to be bacon, egg, cheese, ham on like a grilled piece of bread. It was like, you know when you buy your small child like a fake kitchen set and it comes
As we
with
all
plastic
do,
food?
since we all have small children. Yes.
Yeah, you guys have seen it. The fake food
Man,
for
I don't
the
know what I
children.
have.
It was like a plastic sandwich. She got like some weird plastic food. And then Josh and Nathan got pancakes. They poured the syrup on and the syrup just ran off the pancakes. Didn't soak in at all. I don't know.
That's
Like
what was going on in
hydrophobic
this
pancakes.
Bad food. So we ate, I don't know, 2 bites. And the lady comes back after forever and she's like, y'all need some boxes? And we're like, no, we want the check. And she's like, what? Like, all confused. So then we all go up to the front. Josh went to the bathroom to pee because apparently that was a good choice. I was like, just use
No
the gas
way.
station next door, man. But anyway, we go to pay and Taylor's up there at the counter with the checks in her hand, just like waiting for whoever comes up there. And then Nathan and I are standing there like,
God forbid.
"Ooh." Like,
God
you know when your
forbid
mom's
whoever
about
shows
to
up.
yell at somebody and you're just standing there like, oh, that's Nathan and I.
God,
So
that's
then the lady comes
so
up and she
Taylor.
goes- She's like, how was your meal? And Taylor just takes the ticket, she throws it in her face, and she's like, just so you know, there was a roach on our table. And what does that lady say? She goes, again. That's what she said. She said again. Like, this is a daily occurrence up in this Denny's. And then we didn't have to pay for it, and Josh felt bad and left her a $2 tip. I was like, what is this tip? It was terrible. But yeah.
Again.
We left, and I was like,
Jesus.
I'm still hungry, but have no trust for any restaurant in this state. Like, we just need to leave.
Jeez.
Yeah. So then we went to the gas station across the street, and we're all like, yeah, fuck you, Denny's, like across in the parking lot. Like, that was going to do something. And that gas
Jesus.
station bathroom, not even joking, was way cleaner than that Denny's we just ate at. It was the worst Denny's experience, and now I can never eat Denny's again because of it.
Wow.
That's a
And
rip.
that's my story.
That's a
Isn't that
rip.
the worst?
That's a
I
rip
couldn't
and
believe
shit.
it.
Let's do some F's. F's, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
I was like, are you kidding me? There's a roach at our table. Again.
That's
Again,
so
Brittany.
funny.
Call the health department on the place where you work.
All right, that's enough with those apps. Get those out of here.
Ah,
I don't know. I never
Okay.
liked Denny's, so that doesn't make me want to be there anymore.
Denny's is decent.
PSA: never go
Sounds
to a
bad.
Denny's.
Denny's is good at 3 in the morning. if you want food.
No, it wasn't. I went at 3 in the morning in Kentucky, and it was the worst. I had to pass 3 strip clubs to get to that Denny's.
Dude, just go to
Oh, you
Waffle.
know,
I
it's
don't
good.
understand why that's an option.
You probably could have gotten better food at those strip clubs.
There would have
Just
been
saying.
roaches up in there.
Probably.
It was the
Gee.
worst, man. Worst Denny's
Wow.
experience ever.
It's unfortunate because you were like a mad supporter of Denny's for like ever.
I
Like-
was the only supporter of the Matt Toon Denny's when it came.
Every
in,
other
and now
tweet
I'm never
I s-
going to a
Every other
Denny's.
tweet I saw from you for like 2 years was, "Hey, just got some spaghetti at Denny's. Thanks, Denny's. You're the best," kind of thing.
Yeah, because Denny's used to be the best, and now I'll never go to another Denny's.
Did you
ever.
tweet at them? Be like, "Yo, your Kentucky location sucks."
Well, Denny's tweeted time to get some spaghetti and like spelled it out with pasta. And so I quoted it and I said, well, I retweeted it with comment because that's what it is now.
They changed it. Yeah.
I said, I tried, but your Denny's was trash. And then I tagged the location.
I remember
And they
seeing that
never
tweet.
got back to me. So,
You got to tweet directly at them. Be like,
yeah,
"Yo."
well,
I
do
mean,
what you gotta do, I guess.
yeah. I don't know. That's rough.
Come
It
out
was a
with
rough
the-
time. I'm not
Ladies and
lying.
gentlemen, the world's biggest Denny's proponent. Dreams shattered. Trust broken. You heard it here first.
Could never go to a Denny's again.
Or if you just want to find the tweets, you can also see it there, I guess.
There's lots of
Conspiracy
tweets
theory.
about it. And by lots, I mean like 2. I
That's a
moved
lot.
on to better things
That's a
at
lot
that
of
point.
tweets.
So what's your new 3 a.m. dive restaurant to go to?
None. I just sleep.
No.
I
Okay,
sleep at the
fair
3
enough.
o'clock hour now. Unlike the rest of you.
Good
Or like
enough.
today,
Still Steak
because
and
it'll be
Shake.
3 a.m.
Can't beat
Steak
it.
and
Steak
Shake
and
is pretty good. I've never had a roach at Steak and Shake, so
No. It's
Been a
pretty
minute since
rare.
I've been to Steak and Shake. So next time
Oh.
I'm home.
hey, hot news about restaurants in our local area. Did
What's
y'all
our
hear
local
about
area? Your local area? Alex's local area?
me
The majority of
and-
ours local area.
me
My
and
local area?
Quinn
We're all in a
Lewis,
different
Todd.
area.
James's local
So-
area.
2 out of the
'Kay.
5.
If it's
No,
KZ, it's not
3
my
out of
local.
5.
If it's KZ, it's not my local.
Yeah, it's
You're
Casey.
local-ish.
Yeah, no. I'm
You're
not.
closer
Keep
than
me
the
out
other
of it.
2, Spencer.
Keep me out of it.
Oh, G-Hop?
Okay.
Yeah, I
The
saw those
G-Hops.
tweets. I saw those tweets. Let me know what's up. I haven't heard much about it.
Definitely
Other than
keep me
They
out of it then.
basically are not doing anything except for pizzas. They got all their sandwiches, all their pasta,
Wait,
all their
wait.
sides.
So you're telling me they're called the Great House of Pizza and they're only doing pizzas now? Just
Yes.
now they realize they should only be doing pizzas at a pizza restaurant.
That is accurate.
What did
yes.
they even do
So now, not only do they
to
only
get to
deliver
that point?
the street,
The problem is that they're trash
only
people to
their
work for,
Yeah.
and everyone's quitting.
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't bad anymore, was it, or is it still bad?
Apparently they were
Still
lying.
garbage, apparently.
Whoever they were.
Everybody that I know that works there is 0 out of 10 would recommend working there. So
Rip.
Yep.
It really went downhill fast after I left.
It was
It
downhill
was
when we got
downhill
there.
when we worked there.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but like
We
it went
contributed to the
down
downfall.
fast.
It
We
was
tried
pretty
to
bad.
help, but
Yeah.
it just
The
didn't end
problem
up, man.
isn't the food. The food's not bad. The problem
Yeah.
is the old management.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That one's for you, Trent.
Trent and
if you
Kit.
watch my YouTube channel, we're
Trent,
still
if you
friends,
watch
all
my
right? I'm not
YouTube
trying to hate on you,
channel,
bud.
we're not your friend.
Me and Trent are still
Is-
friends. He still likes
Kent
me.
Trent
wasn't
never
still
liked
there,
me,
right?
so-
Kim, sometimes
Kim
she's
left,
there.
right?
Not really. She kind of has her
Oh.
own business.
She
Comes
shows
to
Yeah.
up
the
whenever she
store all the
feels
time
like
and
it.
acts like we're friends, and I'm like, get out of my store.
Right.
She comes to IGA all the time. It's great.
Probably because she needs food.
Yeah, but she always asks for like change and junk. I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh, she's trying to steal all your change.
Yeah.
So like a normal customer.
But yeah,
Jeez.
that's a good shout there. Nice. Poor Denny's, poor G-Hop. But
Poor Denny's, poor Treehop.
Spencer,
feel- I
earlier,
feel worse
before
for
we got
Denny's,
into
not G-Hop, though.
Denny's, you wanted to say something. I know you did. You were trying to jump in somewhere, stealing something, weren't you?
What?
You were gonna say something, and then we started talking about Denny's. And then you
Dude, I
stopped
just
talking.
work here.
All right, man. I
Man,
want
I
to give
just
you a chance
work
to come
here.
back to it, but if you
Are
don't
we
remember,
getting paid for this?
That's
I
all
want to
right.
get paid for
as
this.
soon as
No,
I
dog.
get ad revenue, then
The
we
only
can start
person getting
splitting
paid for this
payments.
kind of is me.
Someone
So,
Venmo me some money.
and I'm not
Can
even
I
getting
have
that
my
out.
Venmo? If I
No,
just click right here,
no,
will my Venmo show
No,
up?
no,
cut it
absolutely
out.
not.
Cut that out.
Dude.
If anyone,
The chance
if
of
anyone
me finding this a bit of audio and actually putting that in there is very low.
so
Because
wait,
I know
you're-
whenever the last time Spencer was on there, he said cut something and I could not find it, so it's still in there.
I hope it
so you're
wasn't
telling
something
me
bad
you
that I
don't
said.
watch the entire thing back before you edit it?
Never, dude. It's an hour and a
Boo.
half.
Poor
I'm not
editor.
about to listen to myself talk for an hour and a half.
But wait, I watched your half-hour video of subpar FTL gameplay and edited it. All right.
Yeah,
so
but that's
can-
you. You hadn't seen the content. You didn't make the content, so you have to watch it to know what's going
Right,
on. I already know
but
what
still,
happened, and I just
Obviously
don't
not if
want
you
to.
don't know where the like the cut edit parts are. That's why
Hey.
you go through and you make the marks. Be like, okay, this needs an edit here. This needs an edit here. This needs an edit
Dude,
here.
what are you? You took one class of Adobe Premiere's training session. You think you're better than me?
I
at-
took 0 classes.
at editing.
I took 0 classes.
You watched
I
a
fumbled
TED
around
Talk.
with the little folders up top to like all the menus, and it's like, okay, there's the key bindings. Here's how to place a mark to remember where an edit needs to go, and here's the cut tool. I found the mark tool and the cut tool. That's all I use.
Nice. Well, the thing is, I don't listen
So-
to it before I edit it, and I'm not gonna try and figure that out, especially when it's something that minor. Now there are major things that I edited. Like the first time we did meme review, that was pretty major edit. Let me tell you, it was clean.
Not yet.
It was a good transition. It was awesome.
Just
It was amazing.
give it a minute.
But yeah, before we had to do meme review, we got to do the game talk. Which, by the way, Jay will have to fill you in on that when we.
Yeah,
get there.
I don't think I did great
But-
because I don't know.
Before we get there,
I don't know where you go.
we got to talk about what we did this week, because that always happens, right? What games?
Yeah,
we
more or
played?
less. More or
Um,
less.
Any big news in anybody's life this week?
In my okay.
We can start with you, Spencer. Yeah, you're top left. You'll go first.
Well, we had the midterm thing Thursday. That was cool.
Yeah, that was rough, but yeah. Anyways,
It's all right. I don't know. Like,
You've been playing Black Ops 4. And
I
you've
played
been
Black
playing
Ops.
Destiny 2.
but yeah, a little bit. I just played with Sam the other day. That's all I played. Played for like 20
Speaking
minutes.
of which, I need to play with them because you wanted me to, and I just haven't yet. But
It's Destiny 2. Don't
it's
worry.
aight.
Well, yeah, you'll play with Sam, but you won't play with me,
Dude,
the guy
it's
who
free on
bought the game so
PC,
you can
mate.
play
It's
with.
literally on
You still have
PC.
4
and
days
I'm
to
not,
get it free. Come on, just
I
grab
have
it.
it on PC.
I
I
just
bought
can't record it on
100
Xbox, dude. That's why I don't.
Don't
I can't.
record then. Just play Destiny with me.
Come on, dude.
That's all we wanted to do. Was just play Destiny.
Destiny with me.
Fuck you, Spencer.
Literally, my dad, your dad, and my dad. He's got it
My
as
dad.
well.
He's
So
also
we
my
can
dad.
all 3 play together. We've already been over this, and I
Oh,
know
he's
he
my
watches
dad, too.
this. So we're calling you out right now. Me and him both are calling you out.
Listen, I told you those already.
Hey, Alex.
And I
while
don't
we're
know if
talking,
Dad-
I'm gonna go get a water bottle.
I don't know if Dad watches this. I don't want to play video games with my father.
Man, it's rough.
I'm
dude.
just gonna say it right now.
Rough life.
I don't want to play video games with my father. He's a great guy. I love him to death. Don't want to play video games with him. Because how I play video games with him, I can't play video games the same way if I play with him that way.
If you
all
say
right.
so. If you say
So it's just how I play video games and how I talk. I can't do that with my dad. It's just a personal thing. Can't do it. So I'm not buying Destiny on the PC to play
It's
video
not,
games.
you don't
Play
have to buy it.
Destiny with
It's
you and my
free,
dad.
mate. It's free. Till the 18th. Free.
I'm not gonna get it
All
because
right.
I know anytime I'm gonna play with you, Dad'll probably be there, and I'm not about. That's why I haven't bought Rust.
to play ball? I'm Destiny.
That's why I haven't bought Rust.
You're like, Dad, get out of here. I'm trying to play Minecraft.
Well,
Dad.
wait, Adam.
Spencer,
Dad.
listen.
Spencer, listen.
I'm about this close to get my license back. I'm gonna drive back to Charleston and beat your ass. All right.
You'll lose it
Challenge.
before you get here, pal.
Bet.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, murder by words. r/murder by
Destroyed.
words.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Good one,
man, you
Spencer.
missed out on that one. That was a good. One.
You think
You'll
you
have
just
to
get
watch
away
that
with
one back.
talking crap about me and have no consequences? You'd be wrong, pal.
All right, so
Bet.
moving on, Rachel, what have you been up to this week, / in general, since the beginning of our podcasts?
Since the beginning of your podcast.
So
Well,
like,
catch us
go
up.
over the last like month and a half of stuff that you've done.
All right. Quick recap. Went on vacation to the Bahamas. Fired somebody. She didn't realize she was fired. Fired her again today. Decorated the store. Went to winter hours.
Nice. That's a good
right.
summarization.
Was that good? Do I need to elaborate on any of that, or is that
No, we're good.
Let's yeah,
Alex,
nothing.
No,
nothing
your
needed to unpack
games.
there.
You didn't do any games, did you? Other than Animal
Oh.
Crossing, obviously. You
I
do
played the heck out of Animal Crossing.
Of course.
Played a little bit of Skyrim. Not much.
that. Hey, you still on that ish? Let's go.
Not really.
That
But
game
that's
is
all right.
lit. All right.
Another thing, my GameCube doesn't connect to the new TV I got, so I haven't been keeping up on the old GameCube, which is
What do
Okay.
you, what do
There's
you
no
need?
new
What's the
releases, so don't
problem?
worry.
The AV cables or
Not missing anything.
well, I'm not really sure what the problem is because if I plug it in to the TV I have, it's like you can either have black and white with no sound, or you can have sound but no picture.
ooh, so
So
she
you have
probably
two of
doesn't
the
have
three
enough
AV
ports.
ports.
So I think the problem is my TV is too new and the console I have is old. It doesn't
You think
connect.
she may need to update her ports or update her cable?
Maybe.
It
new
worked great
cable?
with the old kitchen TV that I had, but now
Yeah, I mean, when I had it, it worked fine. So
Do
it's
you have
not
an
my
adapter
fault.
for
I
that
didn't break
adapter?
it.
Nope. I got the old school like 3 cables braided into one. Where
Right.
It's like white, yellow, and red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
AV cables. Yeah, you
It,
may
it
need
was
to
a
update
joke
those.
about EU where you have to have a permit for everything.
Mhm.
It's like you got a permit for that permit.
Good one. It's good.
You got a license for that permit.
Nope.
So yeah, if that's all you got, what's up? What's up?
People still get
Alex?
stabbed all the time, so it's whatever.
I
But
play a lot of mobile games. I play Sudoku. Does that count as a game?
Not a real gamer.
do a Sudoku on
I
your
never
phone.
said I was a real game. Look what you made me do. I just spilled a bag of perfectly good jelly
Oh.
beans. on the
Spilled.
floor.
I didn't do anything.
Spilt. Not spilled.
Are you
Sorry,
gonna
college
scoop them up
education
for
over
me?
here. Yeah, what do you got, Alex?
I
While
think
she's
that's all of
cleaning
them.
that.
Oh, yeah.
What you got there, bud?
I mean, and the next day, I'm going to stay up all night because I have a presentation tomorrow that I haven't done because I was doing
Nice.
other homework.
What's
Nice.
it about? We
then-
can do it right now.
Nope, we're not.
Yeah, no.
We all got 3 hours.
It's
I
called
have a dream.
procrastination for a reason. But yeah, I'm going hunting with Ashton and her dad this weekend.
Ooh,
And so
What?
I
That is
get
this.
everything done. I haven't had a single weekend to myself.
Oh, hunting sounds.
Oh my god.
get
I'm
you a
just
big
gonna
old
finish-
10-point.
He got like I don't know what like size, but he got a small doe a couple weeks ago. Both
So no size, it's just a dough.
yeah.
Big old
I don't
fat
know.
dough, that's about it.
There's no points on that.
At least
That'd be-
15-point dough, I mean.
That doe.
15-point dough.
That doe No. grew fruit.
We live
Yeah.
in the Midwest.
Alex has no
got-
idea what hunting
I
is.
have to finish all my homework before that,
Yeah.
and then Thanksgiving. Well, actually, I'll stay here for a couple days and we're gonna chill. That's gonna be exciting.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't know. This morning I got up, I saw that Fallout 76 was coming out tomorrow,
Yep.
and
we'll
so
get
I was
to it.
like, I might,
about it.
you know, yeah, I might
I will
get
be
it.
the
I don't
only
know.
person that is gonna buy it and play it, just to let everybody know, so you guys don't have to suffer through it.
Yeah, I don't
do an
know.
extensive playthrough of it. to let you guys
Let me know what you think. I may pick it up.
Because I've been
but
playing
I
Fallout
would-
4 for like 2
I've
months
never.
now,
I was never into Fallout, so I don't know if
just to
enjoy
get
this.
used to the world and the setting to see how Fallout 76 fits. But yeah, it comes out on Wednesday tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We're recording, so when this
Tomorrow.
goes up, it'll be up for 3 days, which I should
Yeah.
already be
Yeah.
playing by then. But
Yeah.
that'll be in Spencer's upcoming segment, but we're not there yet. Jacob, what do you got?
What did I do this last week? Not much. I slept. I played more Red Dead. The
What
actual live stream
Yeah,
happened.
there you go. I was saying, so you did
Uh,
do something on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. I stayed up. I fell asleep the last 3 hours. I was kind of mad, or like last
No, you
2.5
didn't.
hours. I was so mad. I was like, God damn it! But I mean, it was kind of the weakest. Those last like 3 hours are kind of the weakest part of the stream. So I
Right.
was kind of okay with it. I just kind of missed like how much they'd finally raised. And then one of the Achievement Hunter guys, he played through the Spyro Reignited trilogy. He got it early and did a full stream of the game.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, it's about 20 hours, I think he said, or
Yeah,
like 18,
2021 or something like that.
18 hours. I think I might have retweeted it, and that's how you might have saw it. But it was like 18 hours, and they raised like $60,000, something like that. Their goal was 1.25, and they raised 1.48 or something like that by the end of Jeremy's stream. So
Nice.
I personally didn't like make a separate...
1.461,000.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't personally donate something, but I did buy like $70 worth of merch, which went into the donation. So, but yeah, it was super fun. They got in the second Achievement Hunter segment at like 8 o'clock, which was the halfway point. It was 8 to 10. They got, because Gavin, he and Michael, they said every elite, so 1,337 donation, every single one of those, they would take a moon ball. They had moon balls on slingshots, and moon balls, if you don't know, they're just really bouncy balls that you can throw and just like launch. And like they, for like the last like probably like 3-4 months, something like that, like they've been all about moon balls in their like office and that kind of stuff. So it's ridiculous. But they got like 120 elite donations alone in those 2 hours. Yeah, like it was just one after another. And along with every single one of those donations, there's supposed to be a spin, but since they just kept coming, they didn't get those. They did like 5 spins and that was it. But like they got shot with 100 off of slingshots bolted to a table. So it was insane because that's the most amount of money they've raised in a segment.
Isn't that the most they've ever raised, like ever? The 1.4?
Yeah, 1.4, because they crushed their goal in that. It was either in that time period or the period after. No, it was in that time period. They beat their goal that they had set, and then they're like, well, let's see how far we can go after this point, kind of thing. So they raised that 1.25 million in those 2 hours, or they finished raising it in those 2 hours with all those donations, that kind of stuff. So, which was awesome. Which means they also fulfilled their goal of raising $3 million for one of their local hospitals through the Extra Life charity. They had a 5-year, basically a 5-year contract of like, we'll raise $3 million for you in 5 years, and they beat it in 2 years. So
that's pretty impressive.
Dang.
Very impressive.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. So it's super awesome. They do it every year, so you can catch it next year. I'll probably retweet something around this time again for when it is. But yeah, or if we're still doing this, I'll plug it again.
Yeah, the plan is that we're still doing it, but
yeah. But yeah, so that's what I did over the weekend. I didn't really do anything before that. On would have been Sunday night. No, on Monday night, I painted my nails. Look it.
It's blue.
Yeah, it's like just a dark blue color. I decided it was just because some of the YouTubers I watch, they like it was really, well, I've seen it around before, like people, like guys that have done it, but they usually just do it black. I'm just like, I want to do that. So I just asked some of the people I knew here in Alton, that I work with, I was like, hey, what color should I do? And they're like, you should do a blue. And I was like, all right, deal. So I did it, and I'm honestly really surprised it turned out as well as it did. I'm surprised it didn't get more paint on my fingers and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, that's what I did this week. I'd stayed up for like 22 hours and painted my nails. So,
nice.
Heck of a week.
No games happened that whole week?
I mean, I played Odyssey, but like I wasn't really super focused because I was doing like a lot of like side missions just to complete some objectives and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I wasn't really digging into the main story. That way I wasn't, because I was watching the stream at the same time, so I didn't want to do anything. So
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I did this week.
Well,
it was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a decent time. I watched maybe like an hour or two on Saturday for that live stream. I didn't really participate in the entire thing, but I remember watching the poker. That's what I was watching. I watched
the punishment poker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Dude,
just happened to be the time that I tuned in. But
I asked off at like the beginning of October for this because I'm like, I am not missing it this year. This is the first year I can drink for it, and this is going to be the first year I'm going to watch it live. Because all the other years I've watched like somebody like just cut down like, okay, this is the first hour, the second hour, third hour, that kind of thing. So I had to watch it broken up like that. But the punishment poker, I don't know if you saw, Quentin, but Jack was actually they're making that a show in 2019.
Cool.
They're doing it's not going to be punishment where like you spin the wheel and you have to do something
Spin the wheel.
that kind of thing. It's just they're going to do a poker game essentially. Do that. I don't know what else they're going to do because they're going to do something more than just a poker game.
They really are the American version of the Uxcast, dude. Like, no joke.
Yeah, they really are.
The
Like,
Uxcast did that. They started that last year for their Humble Bundle live stream. They had a poker thing.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think Jack kind of wanted to start it because I honestly think he may try to convince like Bernie and Matt and like that's like the CEO and like the chief creative officer or whatever Bernie's title is, CCO I think it is, but like that's how Jack originally met those guys, was playing like going to their poker game that they had done for years kind of thing. So I think he may be trying to kind of make that into like a show. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how it goes. I don't follow poker. Dad might be interested in it. So.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a pretty cool game for sure. I enjoy watching it for the most part.
Poker's an interesting game I've always wanted to play. But
What'd you do this week, Quentin?
May pick something up.
What I did this week.
All right, Spencer. Thanks, man. I wasn't done talking, but
someone's got to move us along here.
I know you hate me, but
we've got like 3 other segments to do.
We do all the segments.
We can record as long as we fucking want, Spencer. It doesn't have to be an hour and a half every. It can be 3 hours if we wanted.
Consistency is key.
Also, I'm not sitting here for 3 hours.
I bet you will.
He's just gonna leave.
Just disconnect.
We'll record for 3 hours when we make Quentin actually edit it down, make him watch the video again.
If he
What'd you do this week, Quentin?
We'll just take a pause, and then Quentin will
this week
reset everything.
Was I watched that live stream? We talked about that already, and then I also played, as everybody already knows, I played Melee a lot because I do that anyways. I fixed my Fallout 4 because they updated a while back and the mods were all jank, and finally they updated all the mods, so that's all fixed. And I've been playing that for quite a while to get ready for 76. Like I've said, it's actually a pretty good game now that I'm actually playing it. Surprisingly, I like the game. Now the gun mechanics still kind of suck, but that's just Fallout 4, whatever. I've been playing Skyrim as well. All of those super heavily modded hardcore survival. It's a grind, and you basically die with one hit from anything. It's a bad time, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy playing it. I don't think I played Rust at all because Sam wanted me to, but I was like, nope, not going to do it. Didn't play Destiny 2 with him, but I have been playing Black Ops 4, just not with Spencer because, you know. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, last night, whenever at midnight or whatever, when we were going to play, and then you were like, you said something in the chat, right? And then you disappeared, and then literally 2 minutes later, I jumped in the chat, and I was like, "Hey, where'd Spencer?"
Oh yeah, I went to bed.
I assumed you did. I was like, perfect timing. Yeah. And then me and Sam talked for like 3 hours, but so yeah, that's basically all that happened that I did.
That's good. That's good.
Just games and going to
Speaking of games.
What do we got?
Game releases for the week starting the 14th of November, going to the 21st of November. You got Fallout 76 coming out technically today, except it was yesterday.
But you'll see this on Friday, so it was 2 days ago.
I guess we should start on the 13th, actually. We'll start on the 13th.
Yeah.
But you get the deal. Fishing, Barents Sea King Crab DLC on the 13th. It's for PC. You cannot. Hitman 2 for PC, PS4, Xbox. Comes out the 13th for that. And then the SNK 40th Anniversary Collections for the Switch comes out the 13th. Fire Reignited Trilogy.
Switch as well, or Switch.
Fire Reignited Trilogy for the PS4 and the Xbox One comes out the 13th. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the Forge DLC comes out the 13th. Fallout 76 for PC, PS4, and Xbox comes out the 14th. This War of Mine story, this War of Mine, Stories, the Last Broadcast DLC comes out for PC on the 14th. Quentin, this one's for you. Civ 6 comes out for the Switch on November
Well,
16th.
I don't own a Switch, but I do own that game.
I know, but it's Civ,
game.
and you're the only one I know that
Civ
plays
6
that.
is not very good, but
Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee comes out for the Switch on the 16th.
Pikachu.
Oh, yeah, lit.
SNK 40th anniversary comes on the 16th.
What is
except It's in
that?
the EU. I don't know.
Okay.
Battlefield 5 comes out for the PC, the PS4, and the Xbox One on the 20th.
Isn't it already out for streamers or whatever? I've seen people playing
Yeah.
it. So
People already have it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Doc was narrating the story the other day, and it was really funny. Farming Sim 19 comes out on the 20th for
Ooh.
PC or Xbox.
Might have to buy that.
Jurassic World Evolution Secrets of Dr. Wu DLC comes out for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on the 20th. Nidhogg 2 for the Switch. That's actually a cool one.
Nidhogg's dope, dude.
That's it.
That is pretty cool.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's all we got.
That's it.
Pretty much.
I was gonna interject because I didn't realize what dates you were doing. I was gonna say Spyro came out just like a day ago or whatever. So, but
Yeah,
I
it
heard
came
you
out
say it. So
yesterday.
sorry about that. So that's what I was gonna cut in with, but I didn't realize what dates you were. So
Yeah.
it's all
Okay.
good. But I want to say we have some Spyro stuff at work. Especially we have some snapbacks, flat bills, which this originally was a flat bill, and then I just smashed it into a shape I want. It's pretty dope looking. Like it's just a gray background, and then it's got a knitted Spyro like silhouette, like on the side here. It's honestly really dope looking, and I really would just want to buy it, but I don't want to like bend it into this shape. I've had this hat for years, so I'm fine with it. Like that Spyro hat, I feel would just be like straight disrespect if I just bent it into a regular like dad hat shape. So, but it's the hat, the flat bill hat that's out for it is pretty dope looking. So keep an eye out for that.
At your local Target.
Right at your local.
Okay. Speaking of games, PUBG comes out on PS4 December 7th if you're still playing that game and not
That's late.
literally.
Hey
any other
Spencer,
game.
hey Spencer, are you
Hasn't
gonna
been out for PS4?
Spencer? Are you gonna update us with the player count?
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
give us a
man.
player count every time we mention it, man. Find
Yeah,
that player
the-
count. It's got to be way
every
less
week.
now.
Well, he's finding that player count. Anybody played a Switch or have a Switch or know anything about the Switch? I
I'm
know
gonna
it's
buy
super
one.
late. The Switch has been out, but I've been considering getting a Switch.
I've heard it's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes,
Like
buy
getting
it.
a Switch is definitely worth, even though there's not a ton of amazing.
You got
games
Mario
out for it,
Party. You got Mario
It's-
Kart. You got
it's-
Smash
they're-
coming out
they've
soon.
They've
all you
got
need.
games
All you
out
need.
for great. But Breath of the Wild, I heard, is
Breath of the Wild.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's there.
Even though I know you're not a huge like open world game like
Legend
mission
of Zelda.
type player, but I've heard that game's phenomenal. So
What's the player count, Spencer? What you got?
428,238.7.
Compared to what's
428,000.
COD at? 'Cause that's a
COD?
decent amount, actually, surprisingly. But that might just be because nobody bought
Is
COD
that
for
as
60
of
bucks
today
yet.
or?
Yeah.
That's last 30 days from now.
Okay.
That's World War II.
But yeah, we're looking for COD 4 and Fortnite. Obviously, it's gonna smash it, but
right.
yeah, that's surprisingly still a lot.
I
of
don't really know where to find the player count for that.
Yeah, I don't know if BattleNet releases those.
It doesn't. Not from what I
Quentin,
see.
What up?
are you getting a Switch? Do you know?
I
Are you
don't know if I'm
personally
getting
buying a
it
Switch,
by
or are you getting
Christmas or
one for
not.
Christmas?
I don't know
Okay.
yet. I haven't decided if I want to buy it yet.
If-
It'll depend on how cheap it is on Black Friday if I buy it or not.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the plan is to buy it because I want to play Ultimate,
Right.
which is Super Smash Brothers. But I don't know.
Right.
Anyone
just-
else have anything to add to that?
For one
The
of your-
Switch?
Yeah.
I mean, like, who's
But-
all for getting a Switch? Who wants?
I think
I-
it looks pretty good. I like Nintendo consoles, but I just didn't know anything about it, so I didn't want to finally pay like a buttload of money and get one and be like, this is
Yeah.
trash.
I mean, they're only $300, which is about the same price as a regular. So.
Your girl got bills to pay, so
Right.
Yeah.
So I've been
$300
thinking
on
about
that.
getting one as well.
You don't have
It's
$300
just-
on her.
Well, that and that's like, I play
This
my Xbox and my
about
PC like
$300.
a minimal amount,
Did you actually
Plus-
pay $300 for
My
that?
homie bought this for me.
Yes. No.
Plus, I'm wanting to
Yes,
get
for this
like
one,
a new
yeah.
phone, and I'm wanting to move.
It's the S Plus,
It's
dude. That's why.
it's a J7, Samsung J7.
What was the
So
difference there?
I mean, it works fine. It's just I'd much rather have like a brand new phone kind of thing. Just
If your
well,
phone
I've
ain't
always,
broke, don't spend a bunch of money to get a new one.
well, I've always had like 3-4 generations behind, so I'd rather have like a brand new kind of thing. Just a personal thing, but it's like I also like I want to get tattoos, interest stuff. So it's like buying a Switch isn't high on the list. It's like pretty much near the bottom.
If you're
along
not
with
getting an
new phones.
iPhone, I don't care what you buy.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Just please don't buy a $1,000 phone, please.
I mean, if I
He gets that Target discount, man.
No, I
don't
don't.
care.
No, I
You don't
don't.
get a discount for working at Target?
Nope.
Not
actually,
if
no.
Don't
I'm
be-
buying a phone
don't
through like
be-
AT&T or something like that.
Don't be a sheep.
Bruh, if I'm
And buy
getting
a
a new
$1,000 phone that is inferior to the other phones that are cheaper.
if
in the
I'm
same generation.
if I'm gonna buy
it's
a new
pathetic
phone,
that people
I'm
still buy
gonna
that.
get the Note 9.
Thank
Just
you.
saying.
Thank you.
So
No, 9's the way to go. It's just it's sad.
that's
that
the
you
only
have these degenerates
degenerates.
that go out and say to themselves, "I'm gonna go spend $1,500 on a phone today."
Yeah.
That hurts
Like-
my heart.
I mean,
I
if your
will. I
income's
will.
like $1 million, then why not?
Yeah, buy two
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't buy the iPhone. I'd buy the Note 9 or something.
I
'Cause, like,
saw.
Buy all of them. Why
I
not?
saw somebody. They
One of
said
each.
Buy
if
the
you
Star
why not
buy
just buy Apple?
Buy the
buy an
Star-
iPhone X, if you buy an
And then
iPhone X,
fire
it's
everybody.
like $1,300 for an iPhone X, or like an iPhone XS or whatever. They're like, you
This-
could buy.
It's XR. Get it right.
Yes, no,
Ooh,
not. It wasn't.
You
like
could buy
the,
a decent vehicle with $1,500.
It wasn't the newest one. It was like the iPhone X or the XS. I couldn't remember which. But they're like, you could buy like almost 1,000, not 1,000, like
He's pulling these numbers
uh,
out
He's
of
just making
nowhere.
stuff up.
well, I'm trying to remember the number. It was some ridiculous number. It was like
you lost
some
credibility.
like $890.
Chalupas or what? Like,
No,
A
it's
couple
nobody's
thousand
ever gonna buy-
chalupas.
No, it was like copies of Shrek
You could buy
the Third.
1,300
Okay,
McDonald's.
that's worse
No.
than Taco Bell
Why?
chalupas.
Exactly.
1,300 Frito burritos. Those things are a
many
decent
copies
size
of
and a
Shrek.
good deal.
You buy 3,900 McDonald's cookies.
It was like
I
800.
Freedom.
have billion McChickens.
It was like 845 copies of
Actually.
Shrek the Third for like
I'm
$996.
gonna fact check you right now.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was like 900, like almost $1,000. You could buy like almost $800 of Shrek the Third. So I was like,
gonna
that's
I'm ready.
stupid. So, but yeah. So that's what I got to say about that.
Get it.
Hey,
Oh, hold on.
you know, I saw this new thing today. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a new format. So I think it was
Meme review.
Yes, I saw it in a meme review somewhere.
Meme
How many
review.
did you say you could buy?
It was like 898 or something like that. Or
You ready for the meme?
If you could buy 300, if you bought that many Shrek the Thirds at $3.99 a piece, which is what they're selling for on Amazon,
okay.
you could get. Wait, is this dollars?
You go ahead and
Dollars.
get set up there, Spencer.
$3,583.02.
Okay, I was
So,
off then. Sorry.
So
A
tired.
lot. You're off a lot.
Okay. But you know what Shrek is in? Memes.
Meme review.
Yes,
It's
Yes.
a meme. It's my favorite meme.
I like how he doesn't even do it. He's just meme review. Click.
I love that Pikachu. Did you know that
Hey,
Pikachu in high res?
Yes.
did you know this
Greatest
is meme review?
No, we're not talking about
Meme.
movies. We're talking about
Hey,
memes.
Hey
Look at
guys,
me.
what do we
I'm
what
the
do we
captain
do?
now.
What do we do? It's meme review.
I'm the
Meme
captain
review.
now.
I didn't know it clapped. My bad.
No, you gotta
No,
say it
you-
first.
Rachel,
Okay.
you cut Quentin off. It's me. Everybody does it individually.
All
You've
right.
seen.
Here's the meme.
One
You've
of these.
seen it.
meme
Another clap.
review.
There you go, Alex. Nice.
Here's
Attaboy.
the meme. Everyone has to read it before I move on. I have a lot of them.
Hate your Baelish. You shouldn't trust me.
Peter Baelish.
Yeah.
Peter Baelish.
This is a
What's
Game of
that from?
Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Peter Baelish is a lord that owns a bunch of brothels. All right.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
And
Meme
he
review.
traffics. Okay, next.
I like that one.
Meme review.
Yeah, that's all right.
Classic.
That one's okay. I'm being desensitized already.
That's
I
me.
love that Pikachu. Every time he looks so innocent, like, how could this happen?
There you go, Quentin.
Dude, you don't even
Call him
understand.
out.
That's a rip
Call
in
him
the
out.
chat, dude. It's so bad. You don't even understand.
I love this meme. It's my favorite one.
So
The
it's a good
Pikachu's
one.
so cute.
That's me with all my lecture notes.
He's so cute. I love him. The little Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah, how am I supposed
Why
to
is that so blurry, dude? Jeez.
You gotta read it.
Yo.
That's funny.
I was wondering because it was like it was just the same the entire time. Like, man, this is kind of stale.
All right.
You change it up.
Meme review.
But you changed it up.
Oh, dude, usually you got 2-3 formats. You just got the one.
Nah, I didn't have anything else. That's all I've really
Alright.
been watching.
To be fair, though,
Right.
this one's lasted almost a week and a half. Like, this
That is
filled
true.
in.
It
Like, it's
has.
been around for a long time.
It has.
Pikachu's
So
around.
it really does fill from last week.
I saw. I think it was 2 weeks ago now. The like swords in the middle. I saw somebody. Come on, man, it's not that great
It's getting
anymore.
a little stale.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't like watched any like funny stuff, you know, or at least anything worth mentioning.
Yeah,
Right.
no TikTok. No.
No TikTok. That was like
Nothing there.
that was a while ago. I guess we could talk about how Ben Shapiro hosted bonus meme on PewDiePie's.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You.
that.
You can talk about
I
that.
did not know
I
that.
don't think any of us have seen that.
Don't watch
Ben
PewDiePie.
Shapiro.
Ben
Yeah.
Shapiro's like a
PewDiePie.
Twitter warrior. That's all that I know.
Are
him
you
from.
subscribed? Are all of us subscribed to PewDiePie?
Yes.
No.
No.
Please go subscribe right now.
He's at
Nope.
70 million subscribers. We gotta
We need to
beat
beat
T
India.
series.
We have to beat
Nope.
India.
We have to be
Literally go
Do it right
subscribe
now.
and
Do it
then
right
tell
now.
YouTube to not show me his content, and you'll still be subscribed
We
but never
have
see any of his
To
stuff.
beat the.
I want you to
entire
both go
media.
subscribe to PewDiePie right now.
Not gonna happen.
I'm going.
What is wrong
Okay,
with you? Why
Jacob,
not?
Get on.
It's a free
I-
subscription. You don't have to
I-
look at any of his
I-
content. You don't need
I
to give him any
don't-
views.
I don't care.
What do you
I
mean you don't
don't-
care? It's for
don't
the
care.
culture.
You're what's wrong
Do
with
it
this
for the
country.
culture.
I don't care if PewDiePie gets beat by a series from India.
if you don't shut the fuck up.
No, the point of it
Heyo.
is that there's
Thank you, Racheal,
YouTube
for
bots
joining the 9-year-old
that
army
T
and
Series has
helping us
built
beat
and
India.
made just to beat PewDiePie. And PewDiePie's
Yeah.
like, I don't need bots to be relevant and be the top notch
Right.
I guess-
YouTuber.
I guess we could
He
talk about
doesn't-
how
So
they got
T
9,000
T-Series doesn't
subs
deserve
in 1
it.
second.
He doesn't need me then, because I'll just be literally a bot if I just go and subscribe
Okay,
and don't watch.
this
his content.
also
It's
goes
just
into
gonna be basically
political
a bot account.
commentary for if you don't vote,
Ooh, politics.
that's the same thing. That's basically
How
what you're
about we
saying.
talk about how T Series is using a sub bot because they got
They
9,000 in 1 second and someone
we talked
reported
about
it.
that last week.
No, we didn't.
And you still haven't
We did
subscribed.
We
talk about
mentioned
that
it
last
though.
You still haven't
Not
subscribed.
that specifically. They literally have a
Right.
recording of them getting 9,000 subs in 1 second.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good channel.
So you
But
have
listen.
to support for the culture.
I will vote.
Did
I
you
will
vote?
I didn't vote this year.
So
I
you
will.
won.
I will do my best to
Wow,
get
thumbs down.
registered and educate myself on topics for like the upcoming next 2 years. The
I mean,
election.
I think 1 out of 5 of us voted here.
It's true.
But
Honestly.
Yep.
'Cause
I will not
no
subscribe.
offense, Alex, but I didn't think you voted either.
I will not subscribe to PewDiePie just so he can beat another channel.
They don't
Did you know
deserve
he's
it.
also
That's the point.
he's
Even-
also the first
even
to
if-
surpass a like a category. He surpassed YouTube movies.
Yeah, I get that.
That's kind of impressive.
He's done.
is.
He's done great for himself, but I don't care. I never liked his content, and I never will like his
That doesn't
content.
matter. It's literally a culture thing, dude.
Exactly, and I don't care about the culture.
Man, I don't know if you can be on this podcast anymore.
You
Anybody
can't.
who votes to kick him off, raise your hand.
Shut
Or
up,
raise
Rachel.
you,
You're a
Rachel.
one-time guest who would probably.
That's a
Yeah,
You'll
but
get
this
mentioned in
episode I have a
passing.
vote.
She may not get the vote, but she gets to initiate the vote.
Yeah.
I don't care. try kicking me off the podcast. I will say this right now.
Hey, hold
I
on.
went-
Hold on. How much you been drinking? How much are you gonna regret what you're saying?
You saw him throw that Jack Daniels bottle across the
It
room.
was not enough to try and stop me on this.
All
I
right.
joined this
Just
All
let
right,
me
podcast.
everybody. Thanks for showing up to the podcast. It's been an alright one. Go follow Racheal on Twitter and
I'm on
unfollow
Twitter,
Jacob.
A_spaghetti head.
It's
Yeah,
under your
Don't
name.
subscribe to Jacob for the culture,
Right
all
here.
right?
Yeah.
Even if you love his content, don't subscribe.
helped
Go watch this
Quentin.
podcast for the culture.
I started this. Me and Quentin. I had
Nope.
talked to Quentin about doing this podcast because I was gonna come to him about starting our own podcast. Me and him for just basically the same thing, but I was gonna come to him and I was gonna host it, and he was just gonna be on it. But I was
So,
like,
see
I'm
you
gonna
next
sup-
week. See you,
Well,
Spencer.
I'm like,
Bye.
I'm gonna support my little brother and what he wants to accomplish. And what he wants to accomplish, so he can be successful. That's why I'm here.
Oh
So
my
don't come
God.
at me with your
Sorry, I got
do it
bored.
for the culture.
Podcast. I didn't even do anything.
Did that look cool?
That was hilarious.
It was so cool.
So that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm doing this with him. So don't come at me with your self-righteous
For the
do it for the
culture, man.
culture. I don't give two shits
Man.
about your internet culture. I do my own thing, and don't try to kick me off this podcast when I came to help support my little brother. All right, I will literally just start my own podcast like I intended in the first place
Because that worked.
You literally told me to start my own podcast.
as
Hey.
a joke
Well, I mean, we could
because
still
I
do
know
it.
you have none of the resources for it.
Ooh.
I know how to do that. I can use the YouTube.
You're using a shitty laptop webcam.
Whoa.
using
This
a
is
headphone
not how
mic.
the guest appearances should have been.
Careful.
This doesn't need to be on air. All right.
Hey everybody,
To
thanks
record
for
with
showing up on the
You too.
podcast.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
we
much
call
for
it.
coming. We can talk about this
Everybody.
afterwards, but that's just how siblings work. Now
He's
you all
doing
know.
shots right
Hey,
now.
hey, you chill up there. Don't you? Don't you be saying nothing
You
either.
can't drink on the
You're a
Discord.
guest.
Everyone knows that.
What do you mean?
Man, you
I don't know.
are
you
trying to
you were
stop
literally
a
had a
train that-
bottle that you were sipping out of. You don't have anything to say. All right.
You're trying to stop a train that is in motion, and
Y'all gotta chill.
You just open a new thing? We're not. Oh my god.
I always thought you just opened a new bottle.
Look, look.
Started going for it. No, that's just water. Yeah.
He needs to drink
That'd
some
be
water.
insane.
Rehydrate.
All right. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Racheal, for coming on this podcast. I will say
Anytime.
before we leave, I am gonna put Sydney on blast real quick because that fool straight up just skirted on my DM. Like, come on, bro. I know you don't watch these, but Sid, man, you haven't been uploading in about 2 months. Where you at, my guy? I'm trying to get you some more views. Trying to hook you up with that.
That man more like doesn't upload.
oh, speaking of DMs, Rachel.
We're done. No.
What?
No. Send Quentin a picture of the DM you guys had of the prop that
What is
he
he
sent
doing?
you when
What's
he's
wrong
like,
with him?
"Hey, this is we request that you be
It's
on
on
the podcast."
Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, it'll be
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Yeah. Fair
I
enough. I was
saw
just
it
gonna,
there.
I was just gonna throw it up at the end of the.
I can
told her- we
screenshot
told
it,
everyone
dude.
to follow her.
I have it
It's
as well.
literally in his
It's my DMs, bro.
DM.
I was just saying, if you want to do that,
And I slid back.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah,
so-
but that's a good shout. I might have to do that now.
I just read it and I thought it was very funny how you were. Hell yeah! Or I would be hella honored. I think.
Yes,
how you
in all
put
caps. Here,
So-
we'll pop it up now.
No, we won't.
Hey,
Oh,
that was
alright,
cool.
fair enough.
That would have been pretty cool. I don't know. We don't know. Spencer shot it down. It'll like pop up. It'll like slide up, and then Spencer will cut it down, and it'll just slide back real quick.
Here's the
That's,
edit.
that's,
like
that's
that.
the edit.
I'd like to just thank everybody for showing up.
Yeah, I do appreciate you
Thank
being here.
PewDiePie for the culture.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, me.
Yeah, the four other consistent.
Hey, thanks, Andy.
Thank you, Andy Savage, for joining us
Good
today.
guy.
That's Andy with 2 Y's, by the way.
Wow.
For some reason.
Definitely fake.
Spencer's put him on blast. He don't care. I don't
Fake
care if
name.
you're a loyal viewer or not. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on and having the chats with us. And
It was a great time. I'd be hella honored to be
yeah,
back.
we'll let you know. That'll be in January, but we'll have our next guest anyways. But
I hit my hand on my desk.
Oh, that's
I
a little-
noticed.
But yeah, thank
right,
you guys
everybody.
for watching. See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You're a beautiful
Bye, bye,
human
bye,
being.
bye,
We
bye,
appreciate
bye,
you.
bye,
Don't follow me on
bye.
YouTube. I don't post any
Bye.
content.
Hey.
Goodbye.
See ya.